Now you have to know that the previous show was made by a trio, and we all of a sudden felt the urge to have a clear image for this trio. And that's why we thought to start to collect images of ourselves, of the trio, and once we would have a whole collection of many different images, we would start to combine them in different ways and then eventually mold them into one kind of a monster image. Now we invented a system for
It's
us.
a very nice system.
And it goes like this. We ask 3 Brussels-based artists to make drawings for us.
So once the artists have made their drawings, we meet them in a Chinese restaurant in Brussels on the day that we will take the plane to China. In the Chinese restaurant, they hand us their drawings in a brown and sealed envelope. It's very important that the envelope is closed and sealed. We take them under our arm and we go to the airport and we fly to Beijing.
We look at the drawings and then we try to make a translation of the 2-dimensional image into something in space and time.
Yeah, into a performative action, actually.
Yes.
So, and once we've done that, we go and look for lookalikes, people that look like us.
In China.
We find these people and
we ask them to make a new interpretation of our 3 performative actions.
so once they have done that, we will meet them in a Mexican restaurant in Beijing.
They will hand us over 3 dark brown sealed envelopes.
And so on and so on. But anyways, then we still went onto the streets to look for people that look like us. But
yeah, instead of starting to blend in with the Chinese, we just felt alienated.
we were stared at, basically. So we decided that maybe hustling people in the streets wasn't the right strategy. And then we thought, let's take pictures of our Chinese selves and let's print a poster announcing an audition for Chinese lookalikes. And this poster we spread all over the city. It was all over.
We also had small flyers.
Yeah.
But then on the day of the audition, we were from like 8 in the morning, we were waiting in the studio and nobody showed up.
No one.
1.3 billion Chinese and nobody that looked like us. Dear Hans, unfortunately we can't receive you for a residency in Mexico. As you probably have heard, we have the Mexican flu.
We are in Rio.
In our hands, we have the tube that contains a painting of Wang Xingwei. And we want somebody to open it for us as soon as possible. We were invited by the Choreographic Center and we have a meeting with director Carmen. We are very friendly, almost to the point of being over-friendly. We ask her to help with the ritual opening and she indeed is very honored. So we start to look around for a closet with a sliding door. But there isn't any. We decide to put her under the desk. Slowly, tube first, she crawls from under the desk. She tries to open the tube from one side, but she doesn't manage. So she turns it upside down, tries from the other side, and in the meantime, an oil painting slides out. On first sight, we are very impressed. On second sight, it's just an oil painting. And it's also just a portrait. None of this very imaginative work that we had seen in the book before. I mean, it's a portrait. I felt too young to be portrait on an oil painting, you know.
So here we are, stuck with a 2 by 2 meters oil painting with our own 3 stupid faces on it.
对，这出戏呢一共有3个，那么有3个人和3幕，以及在3个场景。
对，就是3。对。
那么另外一个需要大家想
象的就是这个
Diederik， 放在这个中间。但虽然是很小，但实际上待会儿它会变得很高很大，
对，
大概有
很高，要想象一下
6米的宽，
对
吧？
举个很简单的例子，就是如果我们现在站在这个地方，对吧？你们是看不见我们的，对不对？你必须是比如说这样，要不然再这样，好，你才能见面，是吧？
Then we had a great system for this audition, because what we did was, so we were in our studio and we had installed a table. The 3 of us were sitting behind the table, and then the first candidate came in, and it was pretty obvious she auditioned to be a lookalike for Danai. We explained her the whole project, what it's all about, and so on. She understands, kind of. So then the audition starts, and we ask her to replace Danai behind the table of the audition. Then the second candidate comes in, Danai goes out, the second candidate comes in, and there we are, Hans, me, and a fake Danai explaining to this second candidate what the thing is all about.